Close your eyes for a second. Can you smell it? That perfect summer mix of buttery popcorn, sweet bug spray, and the exhaust from 100 idling cars. Can you feel the heavy weight of that clunky, silver metal speaker? The one you had to yank off the post and hook onto the half-rolled-down window of your dad's station wagon. Usually with a burst of static that practically deafened you before the big picture even started. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, then you, my friend, remember the golden age of the American drive-in theater. Back then, going to the movies wasn't just staring at a screen in a dark, quiet room. It was an event, a real community happening, and boy, weren't those just the days? I remember back in the late 50s, drive-ins were popping up everywhere here in the Midwest, springing up from old cornfields like weeds. They were a dime a dozen, and we loved every single one of them. For us kids, Friday night at the drive-in was absolute magic. Mom would pop a huge brown grocery bag full of popcorn on the stovetop at home, just to save a few pennies. Dad would pilot the old Ford Country Squire right into the perfect spot, tires crunching loud on the white gravel. We'd be in the back, dressed in our pajamas, already smelling like dial soap and summer sweat. We didn't even care what the picture was. Usually, it was some B-movie double feature about a giant tarantula eating a town, or a flying saucer from Mars. It was just swell to be out under the stars. Before the sun went completely down, we'd run like wild animals over to the playground right beneath that towering white screen. We'd swing on those heavy metal swing sets until we heard the concession stand music start up. Ah, the concession stand. Remember those dancing hot dogs on the screen? And that big clock ticking down? 10 minutes until showtime. It always felt like the longest 10 minutes of your life. Then we grew up a little. The 60s rolled in, and the drive-in changed for us. It wasn't about pajamas in the backseat anymore. It was about independence. Getting your driver's license was the ticket to freedom, and the drive-in was the absolute best destination. If you had a car, or could borrow your old man's Chevy for the night, you were king of the world. It was the premier spot for a Friday night date. You'd park in the back row, naturally, hoping the windows would fog up just enough to steal a kiss while Elvis, or maybe Steve McQueen, was up on that giant screen. It was really the cat's pajamas. And if you were broke? Well, we've all done it, sneaking your buddies in through the trunk of the car. I remember one night, 3 guys crammed in there with the spare tire and a jack, trying not to sneeze while the ticket booth guy shone his flashlight into the front seat. Man, it was a gas. At intermission, the snack bar was packed shoulder to shoulder. We'd line up for hot dogs that tasted like heaven and those ice-cold Cokes in the heavy glass bottles. You'd see everyone from high school right there on the gravel. It was our town square. But things started changing. Moving into the 70s, the world just got a little faster, didn't it? The land those theaters sat on got too valuable. The cities started spreading out, swallowing up the country roads. Suddenly, a new shopping mall or a big housing subdivision made a lot more sense to the developers than a giant empty lot that only turned a profit in the dark. Plus, daylight saving time really threw a wrench in things for the theater owners. Waiting until almost 10 o'clock at night in July just for it to get dark enough to start the movie? That was mighty tough on working families. And then, the VCR came along. Folks figured it was a lot more peachy to just sit on their own couch in the air conditioning, rather than fight the mosquitoes. One by one, those magnificent giant screens started coming down. It was a real bummer. The neon signs flickered out for good. The speaker posts rusted over and were slowly swallowed by the tall weeds. Today, there's only a handful of them left across the whole country, and I can't help but feel a little sorry for the kids today. Sure, they have fancy screens right in their pockets. They can watch anything they want, anytime they want, but they're watching it all alone. Head down, isolated. We had the sprawling night sky. We had the crickets chirping right along with the movie dialogue. We had the whole community gathered in one big lot, laughing together, screaming together, and honking our horns like crazy when the film reel broke. We didn't just watch a movie back then. We lived it together. Those were some mighty fine times, weren't they? The kind of memories that stick to your ribs and warm you up from the inside out when you get to be my age. I sure do miss him. But I'm mighty glad we got to be there for the big show.